like when you've been in sales for a while, or you've been around salespeople for.
Gotta move the ice to get that last part. Continue. Don't let
Are
me
you
stop
done
you.
yet?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so what I was saying was, you know, when you've been in sales for.
Sorry.
All right, so like I was saying.
Go.
Why does your body make noises? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Xris Beltran podcast. I apologize that we were not here last week at all. I was in Ukraine, actually. I took a vacation to Ukraine. It's very beautiful this time of year. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, the great weather. You know, had some issues with the whole Russia thing, but, you know, I'm here now. Just kidding. That was a joke. I was in Utah and was planning on shooting a podcast out there, but I was literally fucked up the whole time. Literally fucked up. Like, incredibly far gone. I didn't tell you that, by the way. This is the first time you're hearing this.
Yeah,
we were high and drunk literally all day long. Like, we woke up and party started and didn't end until we went to sleep. So yeah.
That's funny because I specifically remember calling you and you sounded drunk and I said, "Are you intoxicated?" You said, "No, I'm totally sober." So aka either you lied or you lied. And if that's the case, someone's getting their ass beat.
Because I was fighting Russians, you know, and they use chemical warfare. Can you speak into the mic a little bit more? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your drinkity from the pinkity drinkity. So today I have a very special guest. As you guys may know, this is my fiance, Julie.
Hello, everybody.
She is, well,
Special indeed.
she's very special, requires a lot, which makes her very special, you know? That's,
Okay.
yeah, but anyway, we're going to talk about her favorite subject, politics, and I have a clip that I'm going to play. I don't think Julie has seen it yet, but I have, and I absolutely love it. It's from The View, and the co-stars weigh in on the Russia attack in Ukraine. Now, if you are following along at home, this is actually on The View, like The View's YouTube channel. They posted this, so it wasn't like, I don't know if the Whoopi Goldberg clip like was posted onto The View as well, but this video definitely, I guess The View is back in this claim. So
How do I see the video?
you don't need to see the video, you just need to hear it. So
Fine.
do you need to see the video?
It's fine.
Do you really need to see it?
I'll just listen.
It's really not that special.
Okay.
I just need you to hear the voices because only 2 people really talk, or 3 people. So
I'll just listen.
do you need to see?
No.
Do you need to see
start
these
it.
women?
No. Just
Okay. All right. Here we go. This is The View, and they weigh in on Russian attacks in Ukraine.
I have to say, this thing in the Ukraine, it's so disheartening. My stomach was all like tight, seeing Martha there, knowing that she's in the middle of it, and knowing, you know, people in the Soviet Union, the people
in Russia,
Yep.
They don't want this war. They don't want this war. He wants it because he's trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say everything that is said so far, I wholeheartedly agree with. So The View, as of right now, is 100% on takes that are good. Let's keep going.
I think what I also thought about was the fact that estimates are 50,000 Ukrainians will be dead or wounded, and that this is going to start a humanitarian crisis, a refugee crisis in Europe. We're talking about 5 million people that are going to be displaced. I mean, it's heartbreaking to hear what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared of it.
All right, so still on good track, right? Everything's good, correct?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, this is, how could you disagree with anything that's being said right here? I also agree with the next take. This take is my favorite take, and I actually agree with this more than Whoopi Goldberg saying that the Holocaust was not about race, which it totally was. But let's listen to the next take.
Well, I'm scared of what's going to happen in Western Europe, too.
Yeah.
You know, you plan a trip, you want to go there. I want to go to Italy for 4 years. I haven't been able to make it because of the pandemic. And now this, it's like, what's going to happen there?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
I mean, and this guy.
The struggle, honestly, for
It's
us.
So fucking hard right now to be an American.
Like, we can't even travel to Europe.
We can't even travel. I mean, we can. But what if we can't?
Yeah.
Really, like, what if we can't?
I mean, our lives are so hard.
It's really difficult, and I really feel for these rich women. I'm sorry,
too.
rich privileged women. It's
Are we allowed to say that they're women, though? These individuals. These rich individuals. I wouldn't even call them individuals. They're just like a conglomerate of dumb ideas. And by the way, I absolutely loved how she was just saying stuff. Mm-hmm. And then everybody was like, yeah, mm-hmm, oh yeah, uh-huh, yeah. So it's like, I don't know who that lady is, but she's catching a lot of flack for these comments. And, I don't know why everybody else isn't catching flack for this, but, so that's daytime television for you guys. Daytime television. Well, I don't watch that show.
And that's why we're getting married. That's why you and I are together forever. Because if you did watch this,
instead I watch quality content such as
Love Island,
Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club, yeah. Are You the One?
Are You the One?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
right now I'm watching Love Is Blind.
of course, this is even better, really, for your mental health and your attitude towards society.
Yeah.
It just really, it opens your mind a little bit more, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
especially Love Is Blind. I feel like if we were on Love Is Blind,
wouldn't have been together.
You would have never chose me. You would have
because
never.
your personality sucks.
It absolutely does. My personality is complete trash. Which is why I am officially declaring my application to join The View. I have about 50 and a half episodes of the podcast. Mm-hmm. I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years. I believe it's time for me to make an appearance on The View. And before you say, no, only women can go on that show, I just want to say...
Is that true?
Yeah, only women can be on the show, on The View and The Talk.
They don't.
They'll bring on a male guest sometimes, but primarily
what about
the cast
non-binaries?
Thanks for interrupting me. So I am going to tell you to go fuck yourself if you don't think that I belong on The View. I talk a lot more civilized than some of these people, and my takes are just as spicy as Whoopi Goldberg's.
Good.
By the way, how's your meal? Let's introduce the meal to everybody. First off, starting off with the cup noodles, we got a spicy chicken,
garlic
spicy chicken.
Hot garlic chicken.
It's hot, so this podcast will be halfway ASMR of her struggling to eat that cup of noodles.
It's not that spicy because I'm not a bitch. So, yep. And then on the other part of the meal
is the pinkity drinkity.
Starbucks. They don't have anything that says Starbucks on here. Oh, they do, but you can't see. Well, that's good. That's good because I don't want to advertise a business that isn't paying me.
Sponsored by Starbucks.
Sponsored by Starbucks.
Xris Beltran.
And The View, So
Sponsored by The View.
I don't know why the women on The View don't take up cup noodles with them to the table. I think let's just.
I bet you they're vegan. They probably eat like quinoa and other vegan things that people eat. Carrots.
I'm gonna fact check that. I don't think anyone on The View is vegan. The Vegan View.
Oh.
By
the way, if you're wondering why I look like I'm dead,
I wonder that every day. Actually, I wonder that every day.
It's because I was forced to get up. Oh, sorry about that. It was because I was forced to get up early because I had to do this. And I worked late last night. Not to mention I worked late the night before. Not to mention I worked 5 days before that. So, because I work every day in my life. Except for today. And so I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. So that's why I look like this. And I said, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to put on my makeup to cover up the ugliness because I'm not in the mood. So this is what you get. And
there are people losing their lives in a country halfway around the world.
I was just stating something.
We apologize for your hectic schedule. I'm sorry. No matter how busy you are, I don't think you could ever be as busy as a refugee. I think that's like the busiest thing.
Okay, but we weren't talking about them right now. We're talking about me.
This is America in a nutshell, folks. By the way, Julie is actually applying for The View as well. I definitely think she belongs on there much more than me. Honestly, don't even look at my application. Just pick Julie, No real credentials other than she's a woman who identifies as a woman and she has an opinion, and whether or not you like it, she will share it. So which is The View. That's The View. By the way, who watches The View? Can we go back to this? I want to read the comments on here.
Oh, I know who watches The View.
Did Joy just mention not being able to vacation while they're talking about 50,000 people being displaced or killed? Please tell me I'm hurt. I heard that wrong. Okay.
That was a little silly.
Actually, these comments are pretty based. They're not like really comedic or anything like that. My thoughts and prayers. Okay, whatever. My thoughts and prayers go to Joy in this incredibly difficult time. I can't imagine the pain she is grappling with thinking about the idea of rescheduling a vacay.
I know.
Broken heart emoji.
The struggle.
I'm gonna thumbs that one up.
I wish that I had enough money to even have a vacation to be able to go to Europe. Wait, sorry. I wish I had enough money to have a vacation planned to Europe that got canceled.
God,
do you know what I mean?
That's rough,
Yeah, but
I mean, one time, actually, this is a true story. This is about us. We were driving and we went to Walmart one Sunday evening, and then we're like, what would sound really good is Chick-fil-A. And so then we drove to Chick-fil-A, and then that's when we realized, oh, they're closed. And then that's when I thought, nothing could be worse than this.
Yeah, that was a tough moment for us both.
So, I mean, before anybody in Ukraine watches this podcast and thinks, how dare you? I just want to say, you've never had a craving for Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and realize after you got there that it's closed.
Or what about that time we went to Starbucks and I ordered a peach black tea lemonade and they didn't have peach juice? Okay.
These are all...
So what am I supposed to order then?
These are all real struggle. By the way, I feel like this is half of the country's issues. Like, a lot of the shit either exists on social media, and then in real life, it's you can't get your mango peach tea because they are out of one of the
secret
close
ingredients.
enough to the drink I said.
Whatever. I don't go to Starbucks. I actually don't like Starbucks because I don't want to pay $5 for something I can do in my
But when I get you a
house.
drink, you sure as hell like it.
That's because I'll consume anything that you have.
Yeah.
I will literally drink and eat anything that you are eating because this is the thing with men just like to consume whatever. So even though we don't like eating or drinking certain things, we will still eat it and drink it if it's in front of us. That's how dumb we are. Here's another comment. Absolutely heartbreaking to see what is happening. There needs to be a GoFundMe for Joy's Italian vacation. Sad emoticon. I mean, this is, it's hard right now living, especially in the United States right now with what's going on with Chick-fil-A closing on Sundays. And, the shortages, which causes Starbucks to, not have the syrup to make your 1,000-calorie drink taste like the 1,000-calorie drink that you want.
So last night this is not really related. But
of course it's not.
Last night I had a table because I serve sometimes on the evenings.
What a hero, by the way.
And
she has a regular job, but she also serves in the nighttime. And I just want to say, Ukrainians need to look at you for inspiration.
Okay, anyway, as I was saying, and so I had this table and they were upset because their avocado that they asked to be added on their burger was brown. And they were upset that they were brown. And so they told me they were upset about it. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, but I would get you more avocado, but I can't because they're all brown. And we don't have a bunch of them because we have a shortage of them. In our shipment, we can't get a lot. And the ones we get, they're all brown. They're not great. And he cut me off and said, I know what's going on. So if you're aware of what's going on, then why are you complaining to me about your brown fucking avocado? You stupid bitch.
We need a GoFundMe for this man to get his green avocados.
Then, of course, he asked to speak to a manager and
Of
said
course.
he was really upset about the quality of food and that he actually works at another BJ's. And so he would like his food comped. And he did get his food comped. But he also ate everything, including the avocado. So. Oh, and that's the restaurant I work at, BJ's. So we also worked at the same restaurant.
The same restaurant? Oh, in a different location.
So
okay.
He knows of things, yet he's an ass.
That reminds me of a story. I'll link it back to this too, but I think I'm going to change my career, and I think I'm going to be a murderer.
Not on board.
Okay, well, 'cause stories like that make you want to do really bad things to people who are lukewarm bad. I was actually at work the other day, and I was cleaning a classroom, and there were, like the heart-shaped candies, the sweet tarts.
Oh, why didn't you bring me some?
Okay, well, so they have
I love those. Sweet tarts? They're sweet tarts or just the ones that say stuff?
No, it's the one that says stuff.
Oh, I don't like those.
That, I know you don't like those. So, they have new printed ones. And on some of them,
a little spicy.
it's a new they have the new writing on there. You know how like be mine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or I.
Oh God, what do they say?
Love you. There's another one that says you matter. You are important. And I don't know why, but in that moment, I think I should just be a murderer.
I think it's a healthy career choice. You know, I just think that, like, you know, anybody who's watching right now, you are going to notice a change in my behavior, and just know that once I'm done with this change of behavior, I will possibly murder somebody. Okay. It's okay though. It's okay.
Let's not say this on a video.
Well, no, I'm just, you know, back. I just, you know, I want people to know the origin of it. You know, I don't want people to be like, I never would have seen it coming. It's like, no, if you would have looked back in the podcast, you could have clearly seen it coming. You know, there was a point where I was cleaning and I had no urge to murder somebody. And then when I saw one of the sweethearts say, "You matter," I thought to myself, maybe the world needs one less person because of me.
I feel like I should report this to the authorities because I feel like now it's going to be on me.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be okay. You won't be the person I go after.
Babe, you matter, though.
No.
And you're important.
I just want to be perfectly clear. Nobody matters. Nobody matters, okay? No lives
matter to me.
With all of these movements of, like, you know, Black Lives Matter, or like people coming out and saying all lives matter. Listen, no lives matter. Do you really believe that someone like Nancy Pelosi is sitting down in her $1 million mansion with the amount of stocks that she owns in companies that she knows will win because she is lobbying for them? You don't think maybe she's like, do you think that she's sitting down in her couch and thinking, man, Black lives really do matter?
Ow, sorry, it splashed in my eye. And the answer is no, she's not.
No, I don't think anybody is. I don't think, like, no one is really sitting down except for good people, you know?
Damn.
You know, like,
are you going to say, excuse me?
If you're sitting down at home and you're thinking to yourself, you know, Black Lives Matter, that's so good of you. That's so great, because it feels, you know, it really does feel good to stick up for people that society tells you aren't worth a lot. You know, in some instances, which is
moving on to a new topic, please.
And that's proof. No lives matter, guys. Absolutely nobody matters. It's, you know, Ukrainians matter, actually. I'm on Team Ukraine, by the way.
Who isn't?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. You know, the world's really bananas. You know, we should really take a trip out to Italy if we can.
But unfortunately, we might not be able to because, you know, of the stuff going on.
Yeah, well, you know.
The big stuff.
I mean, what can you do, really? What can you do, really? Can you donate? Woo! Can you donate to a GoFundMe? Probably.
For who? For what?
I don't know. To somebody.
I don't believe in GoFundMe. Because what?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let this air out. Let's go for it.
Well, because they take money from the people who are. I donated to somebody on GoFundMe like once, and it was like, oh, tip the GoFundMe or something. Fuck no. They obviously take a percentage of it. Number one. Number two, people can make a GoFundMe for anything, so they like GoFundMe for my fucking Germany trip. Like, no.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
I'll GoFund you for your child's cancer, yes, but will I GoFund you for your fucking trip? No, bitch.
I had a friend who had a GoFundMe, and I just messaged her and I was like, what's your Venmo? I'm not giving money to GoFundMe. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'd rather just PayPal you than GoFund GoFundMe. I mean, unless you're really doing some sort of like grassroots campaign or something like that, I'll give to GoFundMe. But I mean, you know, it was a particular friend who got some of her.
Her? What friend do you have as of her?
As a friend, I won't go into identity, but her car got broken into and she lost a lot of her camera gear. She's a photographer. She's a professional photographer.
Oh, I heard about this, but I thought it was a boy.
No.
So your ass out there hanging out with girls?
Okay, so this girl is invited to our wedding. She's coming. Probably with her boyfriend. Yeah, well, you know. You know, I try, guys. I really do try. I got the old ball and chain over here. Which, by the way, I can't wait until we get married. Our wedding's gonna be sick. We just visited the venue, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks okay. Well, yeah, I was looking at you to continue the sentence, but you are slurping on a cup noodles.
I'm done.
It's fine. Oh, you're done? Let me see. I wanted some. What?
No, I ate it all.
Let me see some of this. Is this really good?
I don't like that end part because it's like meat in there or something. I didn't chew like that.
Fuck, this is hot.
Anyway, yes. So
Yo, can I have some of that pinky to drink?
No, there's like 2 sips left. Look, his nose is running after one tiny bite. Oh my God, you're a baby. Anyway, sorry. So
this is the worst podcast I've ever shot. This is actually the worst podcast I've ever shot, and I've shot some doozies.
That's a fucking lie because I've seen your podcasts and they suck. That's why I don't watch them anymore. Anyway, so back to our beautiful wedding. Yeah, so I told Chris to see our venue for the first time because he's never seen it. Do it. And he liked it. So that's the end of the story.
It looked nice. It looked really great. I thought the guy showing us around was
He was nice. He was great. I really liked him.
I just, you know, I've been in sales a lot.
Okay, there's the thing. Let me stop you right there, okay? Because you always think that I DJ weddings, so I know everything about weddings.
I wasn't saying
This guy
anything.
is a wedding coordinator. I think he knows a little bit. He's been in the business for 20 years.
Exactly.
I
yes,
think you're,
of course. I agree with you.
Then what the hell are you going to say?
Oh, okay. Well, I would tell you if you didn't interrupt me. I've been in sales for years. You know, I've sold a lot of stuff.
Not that many years.
Okay, so for years, longer than I've known you.
As if, Chris.
And, you know, just when people say things, like when you've been in sales for a while or you've been around salespeople for...
Gotta move the ice to get that last one. Continue. Don't let
Are
me
you
stop
done yet?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so what I was saying was, you know, when you've been in sales for...
Sorry.
All right, so like I was saying...
Go!
Why does your body make noises? Why does it make so much noise?
I'll hold it. Go. So
You are not going to pee during this podcast. You're going to hold it. Or you can go in your pinkity drinkity. Make it a lemon squeezy. Probably put it in that cup noodles. Make that shit spicy.
Okay, babe. I'm done. Go ahead. Continue, please.
All right, so like I was saying, when you've been in sales for a long time, you know, sometimes when people say things, it just kind of like goes over your head because you're like, okay, I know when it's sales, and I know when you're giving me information.
But he's not selling anything because we've already bought it. We already bought it. We were just meeting him.
I just,
There's nothing to sell to us.
See,
it's been purchased.
The thing is, like,
he's not selling. He was explaining things.
here's the difficult thing with the wedding industry. In the wedding industry, because there's so much money involved for such a fun thing, you have to be really soft and gentle with customers. And you have to be like, oh yeah, well I could show you around, and I could show you this, and right after you, and then he holds the door open, right this way, sir, and it's just like, I mean, of course I was with 2 girls, so yeah, okay, you're gonna do, but like sometimes I just wish I would just like sit down in front of a guy, and he goes, "You getting married here?" And I go, "Yeah," and he go, "All right, let me show you around." I wish for once someone would talk to me like a real human being.
Maybe he thought you looked like a little bitch, so we had to talk to you like one.
So that's a misconception because I was absolutely bigger than this guy. And yeah, maybe he got that because I walked in with 2 girls, a mother and a daughter. So, and he didn't look at me once.
He didn't?
He didn't look at me once. He was every time he was like, "Oh yeah, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do this? What are you guys doing today?" And like he would only look at you guys, but
you don't have any decision making.
Exactly. It was just a weird behavior for me to witness.
I also think it's because he might have been a little nervous because I had emailed him 5 times this week with no response to any of them, and I asked him a million questions, so he's probably like, oh shit, she has all these questions and she's gonna be that kind of bride.
Yes, you are a nightmare bride. Okay. You are a nightmare bride. I would not DJ our wedding.
What have I done to you to show you that I'm a nightmare bride? I haven't done anything but plan the whole thing while you just sit back. And then you get to go there that day and say I do, and that's
the tone of your voice is proving the point that you say that can't be proven. Do you realize that? Whatever. It's like you are a nightmare bride. What would make me a nightmare bride? I do this and I do that. Well, then that makes you a nightmare bride.
You're right. I should just sit back and not do anything, so that your ass comes the day of the wedding and, we ain't got nothing. Everyone's here for no fucking reason.
I hope one of those geese flies and crashes into our wedding during the ceremony.
I hope one of those geese fucking eat your fucking face off during the wedding.
That would be even funnier. I hope somebody gets attacked by a goose.
I'm hiring, never mind.
All right. I'm really proud of you for self-censoring yourself, you know. Sometimes you say stuff and it's like really offensive and it's like, whoa, thank God there wasn't a mic or a camera around. By the way, guys, I don't know if you know this. If anybody else looked into our life, we'd be canceled. We say canceled. We say cancelable things all the time. Most of the time.
I don't.
Well, that's a fucking lie. But sometimes we say it just because we can't say it, you know? You are checking your phone on the podcast. Do you know that that's one of my pet peeves is when people bring their phones onto the podcast?
Did I bring it on the podcast? I just was looking at something over there.
Why? Why were you looking at something over there? What is over there?
I'm expecting something, and I had to look to see if what I was expecting arrived.
What could you possibly expect that would cause you to take a break?
I'm going out with somebody this week for dinner, and she sent me the menu. I just wanted to see if the menu was there. I'm sorry. I didn't look at the menu. I just said, she sent me. That was it.
I get why society hates white people. I really do. I really do get why people just don't understand white people. And I get
that. Do you have any chapstick in here?
I actually, believe it or not, I do. I actually do. Right there next to the medicine, next to the vitamins. Yeah, it's tangerine flavor. So, actually, can I say that after you're done? Just putting it on. Just. Oh, she smells so good. Oh, yeah.
Why are you so nasty?
Man. Creepy dudes. Hey, this is a message to all the creepy dudes. Get yourself a girlfriend, dude. Get yourself a girlfriend. You can sniff things when she's gone.
Bro,
And she won't notice it.
I'm locking all my stuff up.
Good luck, because you don't know how to put a lock on nothing. Guess who you're gonna ask to put a lock on something? What? See, this is the issue with our relationship. Okay, here I'm gonna tell them about the bed story. Okay, so
God.
Julie, thank you to Julie's work, by the way. Fantastic place that she's working for. They're really nice people. They're treating her right. They're not like the other job, which
don't say that. The other job was great.
well, they're not.
It just wasn't as great. It was a nice stepping stone.
It was a good stepping stone. We'll leave it at that. And
taught me a lot.
But her new place, was so generous and in giving us a new bed frame for our bedroom.
She got a new one, and she's like, "Oh, what size is your bed?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a Cal King." And she's like, "This is a Cal King. You can have it." It's a really nice bed frame.
All right, thanks for the extra information. That didn't really add up to anything. I checked the price on it, and it was like, what, $2,000? It's like...
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's
but
very
you don't need
expensive.
to tell everybody how much our shit is, so that... What does that sound?
It's just shitty equipment. That's just what we're rolling with. And so it's well, let's just say it's a lot more than the bed frame that we have that we bought on Amazon. That was
it's shitty. The one that we have.
All right.
It looks nice.
I was trying not to.
It's not good.
I was trying not to talk shit about our shit, but yeah, there's a lot of shit to talk about when it comes to our shit. And so Julie tells me, "Let's just go get it. We can get it. And it's like, she doesn't understand, like, when she gets a bed frame, she gets a bed frame. What does that entail for her? What's the to-do list of getting a bed frame? So the to-do list...
I saved you money because you didn't have to buy us a new one?
Okay, so that's not a to-do list. So her to-do list is to confirm that we got the bed frame, and then to enjoy it after it's set up. Now, my to-do list is a little bit different than that one, okay? Because there's a lot more steps that involve a lot more people than just me. And bed frames are heavy, by the way, especially for a Cal King.
They're not that heavy. Actually, her and I took it apart and moved it ourselves out of her room. So. Two women can do it. I think that you can be okay.
Okay, so that kind of attitude is not going to get you hired at the View.
And her husband helped a little bit, but he only helped with undoing the screws. That was it though.
I've never heard this part. I did not hear this part until just right now.
And then, the frame part, you just helped lift with her a little bit.
Okay! Thank you!
The main thing, I helped her lift the mattress off bed.
You know what? Talk to her husband. I want him to come on this show. I want him to come on this show. And I just want to talk to him for a little bit. If you can get him on this podcast, I just want to talk to him because I know his job as an interior designer's husband is very difficult. It's very difficult to be.
Yeah, it's so difficult because he has such a beautiful home and a beautiful life because she makes sure everything is put together perfectly and nicely.
Whoa,
and gets nice
whoa.
stuff. Oh my God, poor little dude.
Who makes sure that everything is put together nice?
She does. And so do I. I tell you, this is how it needs to look. Do it, and then it looks nice for you and everybody that comes here so that they can feel happy in their space and that you can feel at home.
This is why my fiance would be an excellent candidate for The View, because
Can I go pee?
No. No. Can you go 10 more minutes? Can you go 10 more minutes? Can we make this like a 45-minute podcast or something like that? And then you're good. And then once I play the boot, then you could be like, out of here.
Fine, whatever. Do you have another topic you were supposed to show for us to talk about? Oh my God. I hate when your face does that.
Why are you the way you are?
I'm just wondering.
Why are you the way you are?
Like, did you not plan?
Have you ever meditated in your life? Have you?
Can this go like this?
Have you ever?
I don't believe in meditation.
You don't believe in it?
No.
Why?
Because it's stupid.
Not something I do every day.
I've done yoga before.
Why? Why do you do yoga?
Because people that do yoga are flexible and skinny. But it didn't work. I didn't like it.
So it's for a superficial reason?
Yes.
Oh,
also, I forgot. Because I also have a bad back, and I heard that yoga is good for scoliosis.
There you go. There you go. That's how you can redeem it.
So I tried to do it for that reason.
That's a good way to redeem it.
But it didn't do anything.
Well, I just thank you for loving me.
Mm-hmm.
Really being the only person that loves me.
You're welcome.
Because, it's hard to love me.
It's true.
It's hard to love you too, but
it's not.
It's a daily practice.
That's odd.
A lot of affirmations. What's odd?
Because
What's odd?
It's not
dealing with you is not odd.
You're so cute.
By the way, if you're watching, you're invited to the wedding.
No, you're not.
We're trying to get 300 people to come.
We're not. We're already over the limit and we're done. Actually, if you were invited by him,
chances are you'll be turned away at the door. Get there early.
Because he literally invited everyone he's ever seen before in his life.
If I invited you to our wedding, you need to get there at least 3 hours early. You need to get, and you know what? Better yet, I highly recommend that you come at, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock? 1 o'clock. Come at 1 o'clock and help us decorate the wedding so that you could secure your place in the wedding. Because I really, truly, honestly believe that we are going to have a line just like a nightclub, and we're going to have whatever bouncer Julie has turn away people because we're going to be at capacity. She won't let us go past capacity.
We can go past capacity if you have some money that you want to throw down for your extra capacity.
If you show up just on time or even late, I highly recommend you pack some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because there will not be enough food for you. Which is true, right? Which is true. If you're going to show up late,
a wedding where there's not enough food for everyone. So the only people that are coming are the people that we have paid the food for. End of story.
I don't know. I kind of want to invite a couple more people. No. I told Julie I wanted a clown. I want a clown. Last hour, like
I can't get married to you.
Keep this up. Think about it, dude. If on the last hour, just the last hour, everyone's dancing, everything's over.
Why doesn't your clown ass just do it? You already look like one.
You won't lip me. That's the problem.
Because you're not funny.
Made you laugh.
Made you laugh. I made you laugh.
See, I'm just thinking, like, listen, if a clown came through at the last hour of a wedding, would it or would it not be lit? Yes or yes?
No.
It wouldn't be lit?
No.
It would not be, dude. If a clown, let me explain.
You don't have to say it louder. There's gonna be no fucking clown at the wedding.
Let me explain it to you. If a clown came to our wedding, would it not be lit? Yes or yes?
It would not be lit. Do not ask me again.
You don't think this is lit? It's a dog.
Yeah,
you don't think that's lit?
A child's birthday party, but is this a child's birthday party? I'm trying my fucking best to make this wedding classy and elegant, and you keep fucking it up with every suggestion that you have.
I am going to hire a clown without your permission or
I am
knowledge.
going to divorce you seconds after you do that.
I'm going to hire a clown. I'm sorry.
I'm going to replace you at the wedding with
There's
somebody
no
else
way
if you
around
do
this, dude.
I'm going to have to invite...
I want a group photo of everybody looking their best and then just Spanky the clown just there.
I'm going to have to invite my other boyfriend to this wedding because he's going to have to step up.
Your other boyfriend?
Yeah, he's going to have to step up and be the husband if you do any shit like this.
First off,
like, he's out, you're in.
It's a goddamn gift you're with me. Now there's a second person? It's a
gift you're with me.
No, it's a gift the amount of skill that I have to be with you. That's... Why don't you love me?
Oh my God.
Why don't you love me?
I do love you.
If you really loved me, though, you would let me have a clown at the wedding.
If you really loved me, you would never mention the word clown to me again.
You know, the more you put up an argument to this, the more closer to Pennywise this clown is going to be dressed up as, okay?
I'm changing our wedding color to fucking yellow then.
Oh, God.
Yellow and brown are our new colors. You're wearing brown. You're wearing brown.
Jesus.
And the bridesmaids are wearing yellow. So if you want a clown, then you're going to get a clown fucking wedding.
What would be what about neon green? We should do neon green and brown.
No, yellow and brown's uglier.
I'm going to look up that color palette. Neon green and brown. It's actually not that bad if you really think about it.
Because neon green is pretty. That's why I said yellow.
It looks really bad. I'm not going to screen cap this or anything, but you guys need to Google green and brown.
Green and brown is like a thing. It's earth.
This looks hideous. This looks hideous.
Okay, anyway.
I hope none of your jobs come out like this.
They do, actually, because I don't use neon green, but I do a lot of natural, sustainable looking projects. And fucking brown is the color of dirt, and green's the color of freaking grass and trees and shit. So brown and green's really used a lot together. Yeah,
well, if you really want to sustain this relationship, you would let me invite a clown to the wedding. Are you itching yourself on the mic? Are you?
No, I'm banging my head on it because I hate you.
Well, guys, Julie's getting really tired. It's past her nap time. She typically takes a nap.
I don't
around this
nap.
time.
I have 2 jobs.
That was really offensive to people who nap and have 2 jobs.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just saying
really
that I don't have
offensive.
time to nap, unlike Chris, who literally naps every day. He's like, oh, let me get up at
okay, so that's like the thing.
9:45, and then we'll take a nap at 1.
But see, the thing is, like, ever since. Okay, so by the way, I didn't say this on the YouTube channel or anything on social media. I have quit smoking weed on the regular.
Except for his week in Utah, which was like 2 days ago, where he did smoke weed every day. So.
Okay, so it was 5 days ago.
Okay, so he hasn't smoked weed for 5 days.
Yeah, you know what? I've smoked weed once a week. That's a huge improvement from literally 20 hours a day. And ever since I quit, for some reason, you know, because one of the things they were like, you're going to have more energy. And I feel like I've had less energy. I feel like I sleep. So I took a 2-hour nap yesterday. Oh my gosh. And I took it in pants too. I was in jeans. I was in the same fit that I wore to the wedding venue that we saw yesterday. The whole button up and ripped jeans. I just said, fuck it. And I just went to bed and it felt really good. It felt really good. And then I went to the gym after, pumped some iron. Oh, by the way, your boy is going to look yoked for the wedding. I'm going to look yoked. That's why I'm a little worried about getting my suit sized too early.
Babe, okay.
Actually, that really wasn't a joke. I really wasn't trying to be funny there. I was trying to be funny.
Not to be mean. But
Insert mean comment right here.
Not to be mean, but I don't think you have to worry that much about that. It's not like you're going to get like 5 sizes bigger or something.
I will get 5 sizes bigger. Absolutely will. You don't know how hard I be busting in the gym, okay? You're not there. You're not seeing me go. You don't see it. You don't witness greatness, okay?
Okay.
This is the only time you witness greatness is when I'm in my
I'm not saying
element.
that you're not going to get, healthier and stuff.
Swole.
A little bigger.
Swole.
But I'm just saying I don't think you don't have to worry about your suit size. It'll be fine.
Well, there you have it, folks. My supportive fiance, Julie.
I'm just trying to be logical.
Oh, logical. Oh.
Yes.
How often are you? Do you enter logic mode? First off, hold on. I want you to finish the yawn, okay? Before you start talking, let's just yawn and then go back to normal talk. I don't need you to roll through the words as if what you're saying doesn't matter. Every single video we do is the most frustrating. This is the most frustrating.
Then why do you invite me on? Why do you invite me on?
Because I love you.
No, you invite me on because you know that I'm fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody knows. Oh,
everybody knows.
Microphone in my mouth.
Yeah. Too bad that's the only thing that goes in the room.
Cut that shit out.
Cut that shit out.
Honey.
Well, listen, folks, before we get out of here.
That was a lot.
Oh, sorry, my mic was cut off. Julie turned me down. Didn't realize it. Before we head out of here, though, I just want to,
What? Oh my God.
Why does your body make so much noise?
I ask myself that about you.
Why? What noise do I make? Make noise. Make Chris noises right here.
What do you mean? You're just always noisy. Like when you sleep and stuff.
Act it out.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, I'll act out you sometimes when you sleep. This is when I come home.
I don't say anything when I'm sleeping.
When it's midnight, I come home late from work. Obviously working very hard.
Oh.
Very hard.
Jeez, yes.
Just incredibly hard.
You do so much.
Because I have 2 jobs as well. And I come home and I go, hey. I got to wake her up because I don't want her to think that somebody's breaking into her here and, stealing shit. So I got to, hey, Hey, little pumpkin French fry, brown sugar. Hey, little cutie pie. I'm home now, so you have nothing to worry about. And this is her. Okay.
Obviously, don't need you to fucking wake me up because I don't think there's a murderer in here because I'm sleeping.
You one time got seriously mad at me when we first started living with each other because you were like, "How did I know that you were not?"
Because I
Like,
okay, listen.
like,
if I
you
hear
came out, you're like, "What the fuck? I thought somebody was breaking into here. Why didn't you wake me up?" And I was like, "But I didn't want to wake you up." Well, thanks, because now I'm fucking scared and can't go back to bed.
Okay, here's the difference. You come in and then you go into the bedroom. If I'm awake, then you say hi. If I'm in a deep sleep, don't wake me up because I didn't hear you. Just don't, because if I'm awake and I hear somebody come in and you're just like in the kitchen doing shit, how do I know that that's you? So you need to come in and check if I'm sleeping or awake.
Did you listen to that, folks? I need to. You need to. This is the security provisions of living in with Julie. Which is you got to come in. There's like a step-by-step thing that you have to do.
Because then I have to worry. Did you lock the door? Did you lock the patio door? Because sometimes he doesn't do specific things such as that.
There you have it, folks. Our relationship beautifully casted onto the internet. Wonderful. I really do think that this relationship will go to the distance. It'll definitely go.
No fucking shit. We're getting married. If you didn't think that, why would you ask me to marry you? To waste my money and time and youth?
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Xris Beltran podcast. This was my very special guest, Julie to Verdict, soon to be Julie Beltran. And maybe. Right now, after this you just witnessed it. It's now a maybe. It's now a maybe. I hope your mom can get her money back.
I just mean maybe I'm gonna not take your last name. Maybe you'll take mine.
Maybe. I might take. Maybe let's just make up a new name. Baverdic.
I don't like.
Let's just drop the T in your name and put the B, and then I'll keep the rest. You just take one letter of my last name. I'll keep the rest of your name. Baverdic. How does that sound?
Tavertran.
The fact that you fucked that up the first time makes me a little worried because this has never been a Beltan. It's never been Beltan.
Yeah, whatever. I got confused.
Okay. Well, anything that you want to leave everybody with? No. Just get a good yawn in. Just get a good yawn in for the outro of the podcast.
I wish that you guys could understand how much Chris hates me and doesn't love me because it hurts my soul.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your input. Next time you see Julie, it'll be on the news because I will drop her off in Ukraine. Thank you very much. You guys have a good night.